Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's get right down to it. On the most recent Elden Ring stream, you guys witnessed a vertical stream that was very obviously censored. And not only that, not only did we see a cap in concurrence, we saw nobody indicate in chat, including somebody that's been frequenting the channel, nobody indicating in chat of a mic issue for basically 2.5 hours that we're playing, and this stream being a very important stream, obviously, to me and the channel, where I'm defeating several bosses conveniently, all at the same time in one stream, where you see I can easily do that conveniently when my mic is having some sort of weird malfunction. And we did an Elden Ring stream previously, just before this stream, just before this happened. And again, I've talked about this before, about how this stalker used to cause all these problems to, sort of cause a reaction out of me, to get other people to look at me a certain way, because again, I would have a reaction to all the things they were breaking regularly. They were breaking windows, they were breaking hardware, they were causing all these driver-related issues with Windows. And, we saw this way back years ago when, I had first even started streaming, where this person was just very obviously causing these issues and causing this reaction. And knew that I was having this reaction in real time and stuff like that, and I started picking up on this. I started picking up that it might even be somebody close to me that was talking to this person. So I started just, kind of like acting, like somebody else was doing this with the stream and stuff like that. And sure enough, this person would react to that and cause problems for me. And we saw exactly what happened in this most recent stream, where the mic sounded like, like high-pitched stuff the whole time. We saw that happen quite a lot. And what happened was, between the most recent Elden Ring stream and this one, all that happened was this person interjected some malicious things into the stream while I was streaming, which caused the bitrate and stuff initially when I was talking about that. This is the point. They interjected that malicious code, if you will, to cause when we start the game, and I did when I started the game next, it caused the mic to disconnect and reconnect. I even heard it happen. And I knew this would happen. I knew it would actually cause this, and I actually went through an entire stream to see if everybody would go along with it. Nobody would tell me anything. We would have a normal stream, and it would be an important one where, I would just definitively treat it like any other stream. I would even beat Malekith, of all people. I would beat literally 2 bosses on the stream, 2 important bosses. And the mic would be all messed up, and again, I would again do this with no knowledge, because again, I don't have any indicator that this is happening. I can't listen to myself the entire stream. I'm not listening to my own voice the entire stream. I'm just looking at levels. So the levels work. The mic is working. I've confirmed it's the correct device. It's not pulling from the wrong one. So I proceed to go through the entire stream. And I know this. I know that this has happened before. I had the indicator where it disconnected, and I know that it causes this problem. Where, again, it's a malfunction that they are utilizing, again, and we called out Microsoft in the most previous stream. We called out that they hacked people and they caused all these problems. We did that. We were calling them out pretty aggressively. But the point is that it's that easy to essentially just cause that disconnection. And now, because you did that, it's a generic driver that Windows recognizes and not the correct one. So it malfunctions with Windows. It doesn't run the correct driver until you unplug it, plug it back in, and then if you educate the stalker on this, We saw as soon as I said that, we saw 2 concurrents leave the stream. So if you educate, the scam gets fixed, so that way next time, this does not cause a type of fix. Now next time, they adjust it so that it's a more permanent scam. We are tracking this. We are investigating all of this and looking into this. This has been going on for many, many years. This has happened since the beginning, that this stalker has been doing this and causing all these problems with my channel, and I have been telling YouTube about it. And YouTube proceeded to sit on here and let this person dox my street address all over the platform for quite literally almost a year. Literally had my street address typed into the title of a video for almost a year after, again, reporting this over and over and over. And everybody's seeing it. Just all these illegal things that this person's doing in broad daylight. And again, this person surfaced after I drew them out, after I gave them, these sort of unhinged reactions and stuff like that, and showed you that they would absolutely attack and surface to try to call me out, and they did. Essentially trying to be the one to gain those viewers, to try to gain the people that I would lose and stuff like that. Essentially canceling and stuff like that. So ever since the beginning, this person has been manipulating, causing problems, things to break. Like you saw, again, my mic was just that high-pitched problem the whole time, and all that happened was disconnect and reconnect them. But the very second I started Elden Ring, and this conveniently happened right after I did my upload to YouTube, where we see the mic worked just fine on that. It works just fine on that, yet conveniently, after I do my upload, and YouTube fully censors that, it gets 2 views the very second that I upload it, and they sit there and they try to pretend like they're not censoring that. It absolutely gets censored. I do an upload where I actually beat Godskin Duo, and of course they're going to censor that. So then what they do on the next stream, where I'm going to get on and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to say, I just beat Godskin Duo, look at this is awesome, and that's the very first thing I was saying on the stream and everything. Of course, since they know that, and they're spying on me, of course they know that. And of course, they're going to then cause a problem for the mic, where again, the entire stream, you can't hear it. You can't hear me say the words on the stream, I beat Godskin Duo, so it doesn't make the stream trend. We don't get that trending. And, again, as soon as I say that, you see the 3 concurrents instantly in the stream, thus proving everything I've just said. Instantly, that just happened. I literally said it, and that proved it. So, this is your definitive proof that we are having these issues, and proof of it. Proof of these attacks. Again, nothing happened between that upload and me going live, except that I literally just restarted the game and did that upload. Okay? Again, literally the mic was fine. Start the game. And again, I've already told you guys that this stalker has been trying to break this game and been trying to cause problems for this game. I have, again, remember, I told you he broke the Xbox version of it. So again, it's just about sitting here trying to figure out how to break this version of it. And so that's the point. You launch the game and it causes this glitch. So now that's a note that this stalker is going to sit there, take note of, and adjust. Just like all the other times that this stalker did this before. Remember when I would play Northgard? And I very obviously knew how to play the game, yet at a certain point in the game, as I explained everything perfectly well and I proved I can play the game, conveniently, just everything starts working complete opposite. Everything in the game, nothing... I even explain how mathematically things don't make sense. Nothing's adding up. And it's because something isn't properly, literally just properly adjusting mathematically, and that doesn't make any sense. The game doesn't do that. So basically the stalker sat here and figured out how to break Northgard. And then Northgard proceeded to start getting mixed reviews. Do you remember when this stalker was sitting here and causing problems for my phone every single fucking day? Text issues, yada yada yada. And so basically they sat here and figured out which VPN I was using. And overnight, you guys remember how, like, overnight a certain VPN service saw an interjection of users overnight? Yeah, that was this person. That was this person. Conveniently, all around that, a huge interjection of signups, and it's literally just that person spamming accounts, signing up a shitload of times so that they can continue using as much of that data on that network as they can to track people. So literally just using the fact that, again, something that you know, is there to use maliciously against people. And you see evidence of it. Literally, like, that conveniently, that fucking day, that exactly then. Just like all the other times, it's too convenient. It's not convenient. It's not. We know exactly what happened. There's nothing fucking convenient about it. It happened. So, take note. Again, this is something that used to happen a lot too. And take note of the fact that, you know, we already reported on this channel that Microsoft Windows 10 was alerted by my virus software that it was running the incorrect security update for like fucking 6 months. I was on stream saying it every single day, and they didn't do shit. Can't call Microsoft. And there's no calling Microsoft. Meanwhile, those retards sit here and cause problems for you, and track you, and use your data to make money. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here proving, like, why would I want to, like, YouTube, again, ruined an entire stream. Again, YouTube is liable, again, on their shit fucking platform, again. A very important stream where I defeated several bosses, several key bosses in Elden Ring. The entire stream was basically ruined to high-pitched chirping. The entire fucking stream is ruined. Because of YouTube. Because YouTube doesn't remove stalkers. YouTube sits here and literally enables stalking and harassment. So again, all of it is literally just fucking YouTube's fault. Every last fucking thing that happens on here, YouTube is liable, responsible. Everything that's happened, all the shit that this stalker, all the damage this stalker has done to Microsoft, all the damage this stalker has done to Elden Ring, all the damage this stalker has done to all the video games over the years I've reported, to those developers, where they didn't figure out what was wrong with it. It was a unique issue, some sort of unique glitch they couldn't even figure out. All these times where, again, this motherfucker sat here and literally broke something, some sort of driver-related thing, remotely. All because, again, this piece of fucking garbage sat here and broke something remotely through Microsoft. Because, again, I'm just trying to stream to YouTube. And had I been allowed to, I would have been one of the largest streamers. I would have easily been a whale eventually, because of my knowledge, my abilities. And meanwhile, this is now spread out amongst several other content creators that came in here just to steal ideas, all around seeing these scams going on. Seeing me getting taken advantage of, so they just join in. Because again, YouTube promotes harassment and stalking. You can find entire Reddit threads of people being stalked on YouTube. I literally have several people that I have talked to. Several people, real life people, that have quit the platform because of being harassed or antagonized by YouTube. If you report things to YouTube and YouTube does nothing, that is the same thing as YouTube harassing you. Because again, you can't confirm that YouTube's not doing that. That YouTube isn't. Why else would they do that? Why else would they ignore it? Why else would they simply do nothing? They have those policies. They're supposed to back them up. That's exactly why these companies are investigated for fraud. That's what fraud is. Because it means that you have these policies just to lie about them, just to make it look like you care about those things, all while doing those things. And those things are illegal because of, you know, all of the terrible things that have happened on YouTube. And meanwhile, we still have evidence on every single stream. We have evidence on every single stream of something going wrong. Again, I was explaining earlier on the previous stream just how much interference we were having with the stream software. They were obviously trying to break something. Well, there it was. Yeah, then we had our answer. We did the upload. It still worked then. Yeah, but then it didn't. It didn't by the time we had restarted for that next one. Nothing changed. Nothing any different. Just started the game. So again, all of this is on YouTube. Every last little thing. Nothing happened. Nothing. Except this stalker that does show up and does do these harassing things all around these things happen. That's it. And YouTube is liable. And so is the stalker. So again, YouTube will be liable. Obviously, there'll be consequences for anybody that sits here and harasses and stalks people, doxes them, violates federal laws, obviously. But regardless, YouTube will be liable. And this is right in line. I was talking earlier. This is right in line with a lot of the other shit that we've been seeing where big companies are just getting together and harassing people that seem to have some sort of political opinion different than their own. You know, like literally just big companies in the United States just getting together, joining all these companies together for a political agenda. Again, monopolies. Again, something illegal. Literally illegal. Which is already what Google has. Google already has a monopoly, which is illegal. They should not own YouTube. They should not be the #1 search engine in the world and have all this control over your data and own YouTube. Because they can't handle it. They've proven that. I've sat here and proven that. They can't handle it. They can't simply back up their own... They can't even have employees properly answer emails and properly deal with somebody that's a stalker. They can't even do that. I mean, I've proven that. They can't even get they can't even get it to the point where you know, I mean, geez, just the other day we were seeing porn on YouTube. People just literally making accounts that are just porn. Malicious links on them. Oh, yeah, and then conveniently I start getting stalked, doxxed, and harassed again by the same stalker that's been doing it. Conveniently right after that. Yeah, it disappears for a while. We don't see... Oh, and then it conveniently all around us talking about this stuff. Conveniently, the stalker shows up and starts causing all these problems again. Where you would think otherwise of somebody. Because again, I have a reaction to being harassed. A logical reaction to being harassed. For literally years on a platform that's done nothing about it. So that way, anybody that would be on here that would be new would have a different opinion. Wouldn't know what to think. Because again, they don't know the full story. They just come on intermittently, see this out of context, this out of context. Almost exactly like the entire channel this person was making, where he's just stealing all of my fucking streams and reposting them. Doxing my street address, doxing real names, family members' pictures. Creating entire fucking channels with their real pictures, names, coming in chat, talking as them, pretending to be them, discussing weird fucking gay harassing things again, and then us again. They're like, this is the point. This guy is like some weird gay guy that like watches like food porn or something, which is why he sits here and like harasses Michael Does Life. You know, like all the accounts and shit that watch him when he's like sitting there eating his food and stuff. That's why this fucker like sits there and tries to mic my mic up and shit when I'm like eating on stream and the bitrate starts shifting around right then. That's why. Because he's some fucking weird, obsessive stalker that sits there and watches this fucking weird food porn shit. Remember when he would like show up in my streams when we would like go out and get food and we would eat takeout? He'd be like, "Oh, you should do the food streams are definitely you," and he'd like sit here and like those streams all the way up and shit like that, and then like start removing them if we start talking bad about Trump. Start talking shit, he just starts taking them all off. He likes it all the way up to like 30 some fucking likes while we're just sitting there eating food. So again, this is the point. This fucking weird stalker is just sitting here listening to my devices, listening to me in my house. I've been sitting here obviously proving this. regularly. Oh yeah, I say this and instantly the same two concurrents. Oh yeah, it's at one concurrent, and as soon as I say that, instantly the same two concurrents. You know, kind of like when that previous stream and all the other streams are just capped at randomly two concurrents, just 1, 2, 1, 2, and all the other things that we say that are just like instantly two concurrents come in the stream. Oh wow! As soon as I say that, as soon as I talk about that, instantly two concurrents are in the stream. Magic. It's just absolutely magical, isn't it? Fascinating stuff, isn't it? How that works. And all this stuff, again, just aggressively all happening at once, just like before. Conveniently, as we have that stuff going on that would trend the channel, we're cleaning the drum set, we're putting it together, we're showing that people have been talking shit. Yeah, we're making drum content. Shows up, causes a problem for that. Sits there, causes a problem for the device, trying to mess with the device. While we're literally doing a music drum stream, trying to cause a problem for the device, even though there's no problem. Trying to sit here and cause a problem. Again, like I said, all we did was do an upload and have the game off and restart the game at a certain point, and literally just again the entire mic just off and on, just turned off and on. Doo-doop, doo-doop. That's all that happened. That's it. And because this stalker sat here and used to do this, watches every stream, listens to every little fucking thing, records little clips of it so that he can remember and leave notes, stores it on his hard drive, admitted to doing that, admitted to stalking Facebook, storing pictures of people and keeping them on his hard drive, saying sexual things in chat about people that he doesn't even know, people he's ever met, just people he's stalked off my Facebook. Fucking disgusting. This is all going on YouTube. This person's been just doing this for years. This disgusting stalker that's just on YouTube doing this. And YouTube's just letting it happen. You know, they've had the reports. You guys have already talked to you guys, seen the emails, read the emails to you. How ridiculous the responses are, stupid it actually sounds at times. You know, like the responses where I'm sitting there and I'm actually like showing proof of something that's happening with the stalker. I literally make a clip of it, put it in a post. A clip. So that way there's no confusion on where it happened in the stream. You just see it. And not only that, I then send an email and a report with this clip in that report. And then get an email back from this supposed employee asking where in the stream it happened, even though, again, I sent them a clip in this email. And they respond with where in the stream. Things like that. Where you can clearly see. It's almost as if YouTube is creating the scam. YouTube has some sort of internal communication system where everybody is on board, everybody's fully aware that YouTube is just harassing me openly. And everybody else is sort of just joining in, calling it trolling maybe. Meanwhile, I'm actually just being harassed and stalked and doxxed. My street address is just typed into the title of somebody's video for literally almost a year. Somebody literally types my street address and real name into the chat of a live stream with 1,200 people watching. And some of them start saying, "Who's that?" And actually commenting on it. So again, that you know it actually happened. You know people saw it. It filled the chat so fast. That's all you saw. And again, anytime I go into a chat and try to spam any faster than a few messages, I get timed out. Gee, interesting. I guess, again, YouTube is behind it. And again, all just collectively agreeing to harass and allow the harassment, you know, just of some, of another person in general. Who knows why? Who cares why? They're just allowing just the harassment of a person, of people. The exposure of you know, personal information and all this disruption of the streams where you know, I have a fucking stream and the entire goddamn stream, all these people are watching, coming in, and not a single person says anything about the mic audio being messed up. An entire 2.5 hours, basically. A regular comes in the chat, too, and speaks in chat, and says nothing about it. Isn't that interesting? I found that fascinating. Didn't say anything about it. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? And meanwhile, this has happened before. The whole mic situation, the whole driver thing. This is how it all started. It all started with scams like this years ago. Whereas just stupid things like that would ruin the whole stream. Because again, some stalker was sitting here and causing some problem for my stream. If I would use my device to simply fucking watch the stream for even a goddamn fucking second to confirm sound, what have you. So just because I watched the stream for a fucking second, or even the entire stream, who the fuck cares? You sit here, YouTube, and cause some fucking problem for my goddamn stream just because I'm watching it. Just because I have it on. You're like, duh, let's try and move, let's move the bit rate around. Let's not count the view. He can't do that. Let's watch, we're YouTube and we fuck around with people's streams. And lie. Yes, I can, YouTube. I can, in fact, watch my own stream. I am allowed to do that. Fuck you. And you do this. You sit here and you fuck around with people's streams. And then meanwhile, motherfuckers. You cause this, motherfuckers. You sit here and you move around the bit rate and you cause some sort of goddamn fucking problem. And then meanwhile, some troll fucking content creator that wants to kiss your goddamn ass makes fun of it. And then you prop them up, promoting literal bullying. Literal bullying. Promoting it. Enabling it. Proving that you do that. Yep. And meanwhile, I've been doing this. I've been proving it. And all you've been doing is helping me prove it. Because again, you do that. That's exactly what you do. You shift the goddamn motherfucking bitrate around all over the motherfucking place. Just for no reason whatsoever. Maybe if you didn't do that, I would have actually, went on the stream at one point to see if the audio was working correctly. Maybe I would have actually brought it up on my device so that way I can make sure it's fine. But no, I have some sort of fucking stalker with some sort of permanent goddamn motherfucking connection to my motherfucking mobile data that I can't even fucking turn off. So every goddamn motherfucking time my goddamn motherfucking phone is on, it's fucking connected. You dumb motherfuckers. Because you move my motherfucking bitrate around, you fucking assholes. You sit here and you break shit. You sit here and you fuck around with people and you spy on people and you sell people's data. YouTube. Meanwhile, I now have a stalker sitting here using all of that. And you've been doing this a long time. It hasn't started with me. You've been doing it a long motherfucking time. Fucking pieces of garbage. Literal garbage. Worthless pieces of garbage. That's literally YouTube. Worthless pieces of fucking garbage. Because again, anybody that sits there and actually does that, because that's what you've been doing. You've been just literally, it's like super obvious now. You're just going to all these links to prove it's just literally you, YouTube. The sheer number of fucking times we've sat here and we've proven it's you. The clip that I have now too, again, all these other people are telling me, showing me things where all they're doing is literally trying to do something like my stream, and it kicks them out of the video and tells them they can't do that. Wow. Wow. Because that's not fraud. Wow. What a disgusting fucking company. And then you cause problems for anybody that confirms it, that sits here and helps me confirm it. You just sit there and you harass that person, and then we see it. We see them lose views. We see them lose subscribers. We literally see them have problems, technical issues with their channel. Because you do it, YouTube. You just fucking harass people. Spy on them. Manipulate things. Have fun getting federally investigated. Fucking retards. Nobody gives a shit. Like this is like some real fucking obvious shit, man. Especially when you sit here, especially when you fucking sit here, YouTube, and you promote all these people that drive around and do streams driving around filming police. You promote the fuck out of that. Meanwhile, you don't promote the streams that I do showing the absolutely abhorrent, disgusting fucking road raging behavior going on around here. You don't promote that. But what you will promote is when I'm in a stream and I label the stream ICE agents are just MAGA Karens, and you'll only then promote it right when I'm starting to get loud. That's when you'll do it. And then you'll have your retards come in the fucking stream that have been following my channel around to say little one-off things like I drive around and call cops retards, which isn't true. You'll just do that right then because you can't get control of the fucking trending, because I suddenly just have 30-some fucking concurrents splurting into the stream and you don't fucking know why. So you'll just sit there and you'll start fucking lying. And you'll start throwing all these malicious motherfucking channels in my stream of people that you know sit here and react that way. And I've gone to great motherfucking lengths to prove you do this stupid shit. Great lengths to prove you do this fucking dumb shit. The sheer number of times I could confirm that somebody literally just saw me on some sort of stream and I was standing next to them in real life. And again, like it was like they had just found out about it. Like just saw it, like it just like trended for them or something. The sheer number of times even just that happened is ridiculous. Meanwhile, people are too fucking stupid to see that this is literally just MAGA. This is literally just the same people that orchestrated those meme scams to cause morons on YouTube to be manipulated and become morons and to hate other people just because they're stupid. They're the ones that are fucking stupid. They can't take hearing that. And they treat everybody else terribly, like shit, because they're the dumb ones. So therefore, because they think, since if they would call somebody stupid, they would treat them like shit and think of them like shit. Therefore, that's what I must think. So since they are pieces of garbage and they are stupid and that's what they do, therefore, that's how I must think. And therefore, they project this on me and they are manipulating stupid motherfucking people. And that's how all this started. Is literally just dumbass MAGA fucking retards being manipulated. Because you're all too fucking stupid to realize some dumbass that paints his face orange shouldn't be president of the United fucking States. Guy's illiterate, stupid. Guy's literally just a fucking retard himself, and he does not know what the fuck he's doing. Alright, since this seems to be particularly triggering to these stalking piece of fucking shit assholes that literally just can't be wrong about shit. Yeah, they're such pieces of shit fucking terrorists. They can't get their emotions in check, and just literally they have to just fucking attack people, you know, try to like literally storm the Capitol, kill people and stuff like that, you know, just because again they're too fucking stupid to admit when they're wrong about a fucking retard that shouldn't be in office. So again, let's go ahead and let's look into this a little bit. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves of some things here. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves of some things here. Let's go ahead and remind us of some things here. Can you go ahead and remind us again of a bunch of things that Donald Trump took credit for that Joe Biden actually did? Can you go ahead and remind us of a bunch of those things? And why don't you go ahead and start us off with the ceasefire, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
Doing well, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing great too. Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the things Donald Trump has taken credit for that were actually achieved during Joe Biden's administration, starting with the ceasefire you mentioned. 1. Israel-Hamas ceasefire, May 2021. Claim Trump and his allies suggested that the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas wouldn't have been necessary if he were still in office, implying it resulted from his policies. Reality. The May 2021 ceasefire between Israel and Hamas was negotiated with active diplomacy by the Biden administration, particularly through behind-the-scenes talks involving Egypt and Qatar, coordinated by Secretary of State Antony Blinken and the National Security Council. Trump's Abraham Accords were diplomatic deals but they did not directly involve Hamas or address Gaza, which is where the conflict occurred. 2. COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Trump frequently claimed full credit for the vaccines and suggested he should be recognized as the savior of the pandemic. Reality. While Operation Warp Speed under Trump accelerated development, the actual rollout and mass vaccination efforts began under Biden. When Biden took office, only about 1% of Americans were fully vaccinated. By mid-2021, that number had soared due to logistics, supply chain management, and vaccine distribution ramped up under Biden. 3. Economic recovery and job growth. Trump has pointed to job growth numbers in 2021 to 2022 as signs that his policies were still working. Reality. The US economy added more than 12 million jobs under Biden by 2023. These gains came from stimulus spending like the American Rescue Plan and stabilized COVID policies that reopened the economy. Trump left office during a time of massive job loss due to COVID-19. Infrastructure investment. Trump claimed he laid the groundwork for the infrastructure decade. Reality. Trump promised an infrastructure bill for 4 years but never passed one. It was Biden who got the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act passed in 2021, securing $1.2 trillion to repair roads, bridges, broadband and more. 5. Lowering insulin costs. Trump said he was responsible for lowering insulin prices. Reality. Trump did sign an executive order in 2020, but it was limited in scope and never widely implemented. It was Biden's Inflation Reduction Act 2022 that capped insulin at $35 a month for seniors on Medicare. And the Biden administration has since pushed drug companies to extend those caps to private insurance plans. 6. EV and clean energy investments. Trump recently claimed the EV boom and battery plant expansion were because of his trade policies. Reality. The Inflation Reduction Act and bipartisan infrastructure law passed under Biden fueled an explosion in EV manufacturing, battery plants and green tech investment. Trump actively criticized EVs and climate policies during his term. 7. Amtrak and rail investment. Trump has claimed he always supported Amtrak and rail modernization. Reality. Trump tried to slash Amtrak's budget every year he was in office. It was Biden, a longtime rail advocate, who delivered $66 billion in funding for rail in the infrastructure bill, the largest investment in Amtrak since its creation. Let me know if you want a part 2, or if you'd like citations or deeper details on any of these. Always happy to dig into it.
Huh. Wow. That's pretty informative, huh? How about, instead, can you remind us of a bunch of stuff that Trump took credit for that Obama actually did?
Absolutely. Let's take a walk down memory lane and go over a list of things Donald Trump took credit for that were actually accomplished under Barack Obama's administration. Trump was often eager to rebrand or repurpose policies and victories from the Obama era as his own, especially in areas like the economy, military, and crime. 1. Economic growth and job creation. Post-recession recovery. Trump said he rebuilt the US economy from scratch. Reality. The economy was already in its longest expansion in US history when Trump took office in 2017. Under Obama, after the Great Recession, the US saw 75 consecutive months of job growth, the longest streak on record at that time. The unemployment rate dropped from 10% in 2009 to 4.7% by January 2017. Trump inherited that trend and rode its momentum, at least until COVID hit in 2020. 2. Falling crime rates. Trump claimed he made America safer and brought crime down. Reality, violent crime had already been on a decades-long decline under both Clinton, Bush, and Obama. The FBI's uniform crime reports showed crime fell steadily under Obama, including a 10% drop in violent crime between 2008 and 2016. Trump's term actually saw a surge in homicide rates during the pandemic in 2020. 3. Iran nuclear deal monitoring. Trump claimed he put Iran in check. Reality, Iran was already not producing weapons-grade uranium and under heavy inspections because of the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, negotiated by Obama, Biden, and John Kerry. Trump withdrew from that deal in 2018, which experts say destabilized the situation and allowed Iran to resume nuclear activities. Number 4, Veterans' Choice Program. Claim. Trump repeatedly said, "I got Veterans' Choice passed after 44 years." Reality. False. Obama signed the Veterans Access, Choice and Accountability Act into law in 2014, giving veterans access to non-VA care if they lived far from a VA facility. Trump did expand it in 2018, but the original program was Obama's. 5. Decrease in uninsured Americans. Claim. Trump said his administration lowered the number of uninsured people. Reality. Under Obama and the Affordable Care Act, ACA, the uninsured rate dropped from 16% in 2010 to about 8.6% in 2016. Trump tried to repeal the ACA and actually saw a slight rise in the uninsured rate during his term. Cyber Command upgrade. Claim. Trump said he strengthened U.S. cyber capabilities from scratch. Reality. The U.S. Cyber Command was established and developed under Obama in 2009 and 2010. Trump elevated it to a unified combatant command in 2018, but the foundational work, staffing and tools came from Obama's tenure. 7. Auto industry bailout. Claim. Trump claimed he saved the American auto industry. Reality. The auto bailout was crafted in late 2008 by George W. Bush and fully implemented by Obama in 2009. It rescued GM and Chrysler, saved millions of jobs, and helped the industry return to profitability by 2011, years before Trump's presidency. 8. Trade enforcement with China. Claim. Trump claimed he was the first to be tough on China. Reality. Obama filed more WTO trade complaints against China than any previous president. His administration targeted subsidies, intellectual property theft, and steel dumping with legal and diplomatic actions. Trump later imposed tariffs, but the foundation of enforcement was already in place. Paris Climate Accord. Claim. Trump dismissed the Paris Agreement as a disaster and claimed he rejected a bad deal that was hurting the U.S. Reality. The Paris Climate Agreement was voluntary and non-binding, negotiated under Obama in 2015. The U.S. helped lead global efforts to fight climate change, and other countries largely stayed committed after Trump pulled the U.S. out in 2017. Biden rejoined it in 2021. Number 10. Dodd-Frank and Wall Street oversight. Claim. Trump claimed he fixed Wall Street. Reality. The Dodd-Frank Act, signed by Obama in 2010, was the primary reform legislation that regulated Wall Street after the 2008 crisis. Trump weakened parts of it in 2018, but the bulk of the consumer protections and banking rules remained intact from the Obama era. If you'd like, I can dig deeper into any of these or get you another badge. Trump's history of self-promotion includes quite a few rebranded accomplishments.
Well, there it is. There you have it. There's all the shit Trump actually sat there and tried to take credit for that Obama actually... You know what I mean? Like, Trump doesn't have all these things that he did that other people are taking credit for. It's the other way around. And I can sit here and prove it nonstop. So why the fuck would any stupid retard think that this guy is doing anything except hurting the fucking country and the rest of the world? He literally does the opposite of everything he ever fucking says. All these fucking dumbass things where he's signing executive orders and you think he's being honest about it. It's a lie. It's a publicity stunt. It just literally, he's just lying about what it actually fucking does. It's literally all, he's just literally lying. Oh, this does this. No, it doesn't. Just literally fucking lies. could you go ahead and sum up for me and remind me of everything that Trump inherited that was good, everything that Donald Trump inherited that was from Democratic leadership like Obama or Biden? Could you do that for me, please?
Absolutely. I can break that down clearly for you. Let's go through a comprehensive summary of the good things Donald Trump inherited from Democratic leadership, primarily Barack Obama and by extension Joe Biden as VP. These include economic trends, policy groundwork, and geopolitical stability that were already in place when Trump took office in January 2017. What Trump inherited that was already going well, thanks to Obama-Biden? 1. A growing economy. Trump inherited a strong economy with 75 consecutive months of job growth, unemployment down to 4.7%, stock market growth, S&P 500 nearly tripled under Obama.
Imagine that.
The longest economic expansion in U.S. history started in June 2009 under Obama and continued into Trump's term until COVID-19 in 2020. 2. Falling budget deficit before tax cuts. Obama cut the deficit by more than half from its Great Recession peak. Trump inherited declining deficits, but reversed course with his 2017 tax cuts, which added $1.9 trillion to the debt without offsetting revenue. 3. Falling uninsured rate. Thanks to the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, uninsured rate fell from 16% to 8.6%. Millions gained access to Medicaid or subsidized private insurance. Trump inherited a historic expansion of healthcare access, which he tried but failed to repeal. 4. Strong financial regulations. Obama passed Dodd-Frank to stabilize the banking sector after 2008. Trump inherited a stable financial system with consumer protections and oversight in place. Rescued auto industry. The Obama-Biden auto bailout saved GM, Chrysler, and the entire U.S. auto supply chain.
Yep.
By the time Trump took office, the auto industry was profitable, growing, and stable. 6. Declining crime rates. Trump inherited historically low violent crime rates. Crime had fallen for decades. Obama oversaw a 10% drop in violent crime. Despite Trump's American carnage rhetoric, the U.S. was relatively safe in 2016. 7. Global alliances and diplomatic stability. Trump inherited strong ties with NATO, EU, and Asian allies. The Iran nuclear deal, JCPOA, which had Iran's nuclear program contained. The Paris Climate Agreement, which had U.S. leadership in global climate diplomacy. He later withdrew or weakened all 3. NACA 8. Cybersecurity framework. Obama laid the groundwork for U.S. Cyber Command. National Infrastructure Protection Protocols. Trump inherited a functioning cyber defense structure, which he sometimes downplayed or defunded.
Yep.
9. Clean energy momentum. Obama made big federal investments in wind, solar, and EV technology. Trump inherited rapidly falling solar and wind costs, early-stage EV infrastructure, billions in clean energy job growth. He tried to reverse this, but the private sector continued moving forward. 10. Scientific institutions and pandemic planning. Obama created global health security teams, playbooks for pandemic response. Trump disbanded the Global Health Security Unit in 2018 before COVID hit in 2020. DACA 11. Improved student loan systems. Obama made federal loans direct to student, eliminating private bank middlemen. Created income-based repayment plans, helping reduce defaults. Trump inherited a more efficient student aid system, though his policies later weakened borrower protections. 12. Stronger U.S. military position. Obama oversaw a responsible drawdown in Iraq, the operation that killed Osama bin Laden. Increased focus on special forces and tech-driven military capabilities. Trump inherited a modern, restructured, and well-funded military. Summary. Trump inherited from Obama-Biden Democratic leadership a growing economy with falling unemployment, a declining federal deficit until reversed, major healthcare coverage gains, strong global alliances and diplomatic leadership, a stable and regulated financial system, a functioning pandemic response framework, a revitalized auto and manufacturing sector, low crime rates, cybersecurity and military readiness, momentum on clean energy, a rebuilt student loan system, groundwork for veteran care expansion. Let me know if you'd like this in infographic form, or want a side-by-side comparison of what happened next under Trump.
Imagine that. All those things to be successful, and that fucking piece of shit destroyed all of it. That fucking piece of shit single-handedly did not make it great again. He single-handedly did the exact fucking opposite. Like a piece of shit. Because that's what he is. Could you also remind us of everything the Clintons did to pave the way for Democrats to be successful? Could you go ahead and remind us of everything that Bill Clinton did that was good to have a successful presidency, and again, help the country for a stable future? Could you go ahead and remind us of all those things, please?
Absolutely. Happy to lay this out. While Bill Clinton's presidency, 1993 to 2001, is not without controversy, there's no denying that he implemented several key policies and decisions that helped stabilize the US economy, strengthen democratic messaging around fiscal responsibility, and set the stage for democratic success in the 21st century. Many of these moves laid the groundwork for future democratic administrations, including Obama and Biden. What Bill Clinton did to help the country and pave the way for democratic success. Last numbered. 1. Balanced the federal budget and created a surplus. Clinton inherited a large budget deficit and turned it into a surplus, the first in nearly 30 years. By 1998, the US had a budget surplus which lasted through 2001. He did this through 1993 Deficit Reduction Act, raised taxes on the wealthy, cut spending. Strong economic growth. This gave Democrats a reputation for fiscal responsibility, countering the GOP's tax and spend label. 2. Oversaw the longest economic expansion in US history at the time. Under Clinton, 22 million new jobs were created, unemployment fell from 7.3% to 3.9%, inflation remained low, poverty rate dropped. He left office with the strongest economy in decades. 3. Championed global trade and economic integration. Supported NAFTA, controversial but widely backed at the time by both parties. Backed China's entry into the WTO. Promoted free markets plus globalization, helping cement US tech and service dominance. Open quote. While NAFTA drew criticism later, especially from labor groups, at the time it helped boost trade and economic alliances across North America and prepared the US for a globalized economy. Close quote. Hashtag 4, Welfare Reform with Limits. Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Act 1996 aimed to overhaul welfare, placed time limits on benefits, required work or job training, meant to reduce long-term dependence while providing transitional support. This helped rebrand Democrats as centrist and economically responsible, appealing to moderate voters. Open quote. Criticism. Some argue it deepened poverty in certain areas. But politically, it made Democrats more competitive in swing states.
Told you.
Close quote. Number 5. Invested in education and technology, expanded Pell Grants and student loan programs, created the AmeriCorps National Service Program, supported technology in schools, e.g. E-rate program to get internet in classrooms, boosted funding for Head Start and early childhood education. Number 6. Opened the door to the internet boom. The Clinton administration supported deregulation and innovation in the tech sector, promoted internet infrastructure, avoided over-regulating early digital industries, helped launch the dot-com boom, transforming the US economy and global position. 7. Promoted criminal justice reform at the time. 1994 crime bill increased police funding, included an assault weapons ban, and funded community policing, aimed to respond to rising crime rates in the early 90s. Open quote. The bill has been heavily criticized in hindsight for contributing to mass incarceration, particularly of black Americans. But at the time, it was broadly popular and helped Democrats counter the GOP's soft-on-crime attacks, close quote. 8. Supported peace and diplomacy. Northern Ireland Good Friday Agreement, 1998. Clinton played a major role in brokering peace, intervened in the Balkans to stop ethnic cleansing, Kosovo, Bosnia, strengthened US alliances through diplomacy and multilateral institutions, appointed centrist qualified judges, appointed Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Stephen Breyer to the Supreme Court, nominated hundreds of federal judges, many of whom were pro-civil rights, pro-choice, and pragmatic. 10. Made small but pivotal steps on LGBTQ+ rights. First president to appoint openly gay federal officials. Created Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Controversial, but at the time considered a compromise to prevent military expulsions. Set the stage for later LGBTQ+ civil rights progress under Obama. 11. Rebranded the Democratic Party as a third way. Clinton and the Democratic Leadership Council, DLC, pushed for a centrist, pro-growth, pro-family, pro-reform message. Helped the party move out of the Reagan-Bush shadow and appeal to middle-class, suburban and independent voters. Positioned Democrats as capable on both social and economic issues. Hull in summary. What Clinton did to pave the way for Democratic success. Category, key achievements. Economy. Balanced the budget, 22 million jobs, lowest unemployment in decades. Fiscal policy. Created a surplus, showed Democrats could govern responsibly. Education and tech. Expanded access, supported internet and innovation. Global leadership. Stabilized diplomacy. Expanded trade. Promoted peace. Criminal justice. 1994 crime bill. Flawed but impactful at the time. Healthcare and welfare. Protected Medicare, Medicaid. Reformed welfare system. Judiciary. Appointed influential moderate to liberal judges. Civic engagement. Created AmeriCorps. Increased national service opportunities. Party messaging. Rebranded Democrats as centrist, competent, and electable. Let me know if you'd like this as a shareable infographic or speech-style summary. I can also walk you through what Hillary Clinton contributed during this period or later in her own right.
So when you're that successful, of course, he can't compete with that. And of course he's going to sit here and take credit for, like, literally, you could just look that shit the fuck up. And that's all I've been doing this whole time. I've been telling all of you the same shit over the years. And I'm getting attacked by MAGA and all these stupid people that just literally hate being wrong. That's it. They just can't take being wrong. So they harass and fucking attack you. And you're literally just so dumb. You don't know that you're being fooled by Republican propaganda. It's literally all there. I literally just went through all that. How many times have I done this on a stream now? Countless times we've done this on the stream. We used to have all kinds of interference, people coming in being malicious in the chat when we would do this. And you know, now, you know, like the point is, like, how many times have we done this now where how do you not see the same thing? How do you not see it by now? I mean, I've been telling you this shit for years. I've been telling you this since the first time. It's ridiculous. So anyway, the point is, you absolutely heard the interference that we had, and you know, I'm very clearly having interference now. You know, I can always see when they're causing interference because they're sitting here trying to cause some sort of problem for the thing I'm using, you know, the app I'm using that's repeating the voice. So literally the thing where, you know, I never lose my mobile connection. It's just always connected, except conveniently when I'm sitting here using an app that's repeating something and they're trying to cause a problem for it. So therefore, then suddenly, and only then, not all throughout the day, not all these weeks leading up to this, but just right now, conveniently as I'm using this app to do this, and only now is my mobile connection disconnected all of a sudden. As if, again, they're just sitting here trying to cause some sort of fucking problem for the app and disconnection, so that way it stops talking and stops saying what it's saying. Conveniently now. I've gone to great lengths to prove to you guys that, it stays connected no matter what. I put it in a fucking Faraday bag to prove to you that I could still fucking call this goddamn thing. Good. So, anyway, that last stream was full on harassment, stalking. They caused the problem for the mic. And you know that YouTube sits here and causes a problem if I'm even in the goddamn stream for a few seconds. The whole rest of the stream is scammed and you won't get any views. And so, you know, this is the whole point. They've been running this scam for a long time. And, you know, the whole point is, you know, they will sit there and they will break that mic so you won't even know it's like that. But again, they'll cause some sort of goddamn fucking problem if you come in to try to listen to the stream for even a second. So again, it's a redundant loop where this fucking stalker has been using YouTube's system and tricking it to redundantly cause a problem for the stream. Because there's so much automated function to trash fucking garbage YouTube that it doesn't work properly. And it just causes that problem, flags the stream, flags it, causes a problem. Because they're stupid. So, you know, that's the point. And we saw that happen years ago where the mic would just randomly cut out and sound like that too. Well, it happened again, all of a sudden, today. Again, like I said, we come off that stream, we come off an upload, it's totally fine. And then we go an entire, like, 2.5, almost 3 hour fucking stream, and this thing is chirping, high-pitched, ruin the whole stream. I beat Malekith, I beat these bosses on this stream, and it ruined all that. Ruined the entire fucking thing for anybody that wanted to see that and hear my reactions to it. It completely ruined that experience. So yeah, YouTube will be liable. Absolutely, they will be liable for every last fucking dollar that we have lost and they have never given us in the first place. They have literally stolen. Go fuck yourselves.